Tree Talking Time is brought to you by Conkey's Outdoors and Stone Creek Hound Supply. Be sure to check them out for all your hound hunting needs.
Welcome to Tree Talking Time, where we talk all things tree dogs, from the smallest feists to the largest hounds, treating squirrels to bears and everything in between. And from time to time, we might even run a little fast game.
Well, my very first coon hunt, it was pretty interesting.
We're at Autumn Oaks. Let's talk about coon hunting first.
All right. So, first coon hunt, I get talked into, there's actually a dinner at a church.
Okay.
My dad bribes me into going.
Like a game dinner?
Yeah. It's called the Critter Dinner. So,
Nice.
everybody brings, wild game, bear, deer, turkey, everything.
Yep.
And he bribes me, and I just got a coon dog, had him for like a week. He says, I know the biggest bear hunter around, said he'd take you coon hunting tonight, but you have to come to this Critter Dinner.
There you go.
So I go, I meet this guy, never met him in my life. Comes up, introduces him to myself. He's a super nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, hey, when we get done with this dinner, I'll pick you up in your driveway. Have your dog, be ready. So I've had the dog for a week, just got into coon hunting, have no idea. Got a lead strap, a dog, and a light. That's it.
Didn't even have a tracking system?
No tracking system. Didn't know of a tracking system. Didn't know what it was.
How long ago was this?
About 7 years ago.
Okay.
So we load up. He's got a little 4-runner. Back hatch is cut out, made him into a full rig box. He's a hardcore bear hunter. So him and his nephew, and actually a boy I went to high school with, we pile in, and we hunt a lot of public. Everything's public around us. So we go up a holler. We're 10 minutes from my house. Everything goes from blacktop to dirt.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever you get past the house, just cut the dogs loose, let them go. So we get about a mile past the house in, cut the dogs loose. Of course, they all have tracking systems. They watch their dogs go. I watch mine leave the headlights. No clue where he's at. So right off the bat, I'm in the dark. So is the dog.
Yeah.
We don't go a half a mile, and all the old dog's tree. And I have no idea where my dog's at. So he's like, hey, man.
Was this supposed to be like a broke dog or?
No, this is a 6-month-old puppy.
Okay.
Never been in the woods.
Okay.
So
I just wanted some context here. Is this dog supposed to be doing something? Or
no.
We're just learning.
He just barely knows his name.
Okay.
So we're just hoping at this point. He says, hey, I bet your puppy went back down to those houses. Most of the time a puppy will tend to go to house dogs. So we turn around. We go back to where the houses are at, and there's trees in the road that we just came up.
Oh, geez.
So we get out and move a couple trees, and we get to where the houses start. We get out and start looking around. And there's only like 2 houses around. It's not very much. Pretty friendly. Everybody knows everybody. And we get out, turn our lights on low. We start looking around for the dog. And it's not very long, I hear a shotgun getting shucked on the front porch. And, man, he is letting me have it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, man, I'm just looking for my puppy. This is my very first time in the woods after dark. I'm like, I lost my dog. And he's cussing me bad. He's mad that we're there.
Yeah.
So we finally look around for a minute, get him calmed down. Luckily, his neighbor knew the guy that I was bear hunting with. He's friends with everybody. He saved me multiple times.
Saved you that night for sure, huh?
Yeah. So we turn around and we go back. We're like, we'll just, we'll find him later. We go back, and sure enough, he's at the tree with the old dogs. He's wandering around, but he never left the old dogs.
Just wasn't opening.
Yep, just had no clue. That was a very first coon hunt. Pretty cool experience, I guess. Now that it's over.
Enough to get you hooked, huh?
Yeah. After that, it definitely got me hooked. And to beat all that, so my buddy, his name's Jimmy Good, he actually got me started. So he's the one that invited me. He's the one that took me. He made me an offer. When we first got in, he said, if we tree a coon tonight, you have to come to church in the morning.
Yeah.
So we got to the tree, look around, couldn't find it. So for me, I got the full experience, Hey, we got to go coon hunting. My dog got to see a coon. And I don't have to get up in the morning. And as we're walking off, his nephew slips, falls, shines his light in the tree, 2 coons. He shines the eyes. So that was pretty cool. So kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He got me hooked on coon hunting and got me back in church all at the same night.
That's too funny. But, hey, God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. Got a coon hunter out there just doing the Lord's work.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
So after that, did you pursue coon more, or did you jump into the bear? When did you jump into bear hunting?
So that was about 7 years ago. I coon hunted for probably 4 more years after that. Hardcore, just strictly coon hunting.
Okay.
No, I would get invited to go bear hunting
Yeah.
with my buddies. No, I didn't take my dogs. I strictly left the one coon. And kind of funny story how I got into bear hunting. I started about 3 years ago. So I do a little bit of both now.
Yeah.
You know,
What made you switch? Or what made you actually start taking your own dogs?
it wasn't really my choice. It was the dog's choice. The dogs
Yeah.
got a little gamey on me, and we had too many dogs. My wife loves the dogs, so it was either, you know, convince her to get rid of dogs she loves or put them on game that they love. So,
Yeah.
so we do a little bit of both.
And you're down in West Virginia, so I mean, you guys, whereabouts in West Virginia?
We're in Charleston,
Okay.
right outside of Charleston.
You got a good bear population?
Pretty good. We've got quite a bit of bear. Nothing super big.
Yeah.
You know, average bear's 150, 200 pounds.
Oh yeah, that's
But
West Virginia.
they're everywhere.
Yep.
So it's pretty nice. And we
deal.
can train, you know, 365 days a year.
Oh, I know.
So it
Trust
makes
me.
it super nice.
If I could, I'd be your neighbor.
Yeah, it's handy. Go right out the back door and go hunt.
Yep. Well, why don't you introduce yourself? Give me a couple minutes in here.
All right, I'm Roger Norman. I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. 30 years old.
Your Instagram handle is Cabinside.
Cabin Side
Good
Kennels.
Kennels.
Yeah, we actually kind of got tired of social media, and I wanted to post about the dogs. I like learning about dogs, so
Yeah.
it was all dog related. Kept an Instagram. We got a little cabin on the side of a hill,
There you
and
go.
we're just sitting there talking one day. Said, let's make a Cabin Side Kennel page. And we'll just keep up with
There you
our
go.
friends and
Yeah.
post what we're doing. So that's
No,
where you
I've-
can find us at.
I've enjoyed your Instagram, and that's kind of how we got connected, and that's why I knew. Like I said, I've seen you come here before, and so that's why I was when I asked you, I'm like, if you're gonna come, I want to make sure
Yeah.
I meet you and talk to you, and it's nice to put faces to names, and
Yeah.
even with you don't even have your actual name on there, so like
Yeah,
I didn't even know your name was Raj.
I know. I fly under the radar.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
So how many dogs are you up to now?
So we're at 10 now. So I'm hoping to keep it at 10, no more.
I've heard that before from some other bear hunters. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're at 10. We're not trying to go over, and now I think they've got like 14 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I started with 1, and then, man, it turned to 10 really quick.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say no. We've actually been over here at the dog barn all morning.
Yeah.
Holding puppies, trying to figure out a way to get one back to West Virginia. It's rough. Especially my wife loves dogs, little boy loves dogs.
Yeah.
It's hard to say no. So-
Yeah.
So yeah, I got into coon hunting about 7 years ago. That was that's really what got me hooked. I enjoyed it. I could go out by myself and coon hunt.
Yep.
Go with my dad. Go with friends. We hunt close to the house, so I knew pretty much all the land.
Yeah.
Coon hunting, you don't get in much trouble. The dogs take off. They're not
For the most
going
part.
super far. So
Not miles like on bear races.
yeah. I was I loved the bear hunting, but it was stressful. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where
Yeah.
the dogs were going. It would get wild, but luckily I had some good guys that they knew what they were doing. So I just along for the ride.
Exactly.
So we coon hunted for a long time. My wife actually, before we got married, she would go with me every time. We hunted, she was with me. So she really loved dogs. Her parents wouldn't let her get a dog. So I was going to be the good boyfriend to get her a dog.
Yeah.
So why not get her a blue tick to go hunt with me?
Yep.
So we go get her a dog. He's actually my go-to rig dog now. His
Okay.
name's Cash. If you ever see him, he's a real big blue dog.
Yeah.
And we coon hunted him as a pup till he was probably about 4 years old.
Yeah.
And he did really good for the first year. And then he got to where if you didn't run a coon within an hour, he was going to run anything that left the track.
Yep.
It was guaranteed. You set
Gamey.
your watch on it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it got stressful, an hour in. You better watch him. So he actually had a pretty wild upbringing. We got him as a pup at 6 months old. Second time in the woods. We had 2 old dogs and 2 pups. One of the old dogs had struck a coon and ran towards a 2-lane road.
Oh, jeez.
So before we could get the truck turned around and head that way, I'm watching on the Garmin. We're flying to the road, and they hit the 2-lane, and they scatter, and then
Yeah.
they stop. So 3 out of the 4 dogs go. 1 old dog still at the truck.
Conkeys Outdoors is proud to be a sponsor of Tree Talking Time. Family, hunting, tradition is the Conkeys motto. They understand the importance of passing down the tradition of hound hunting. They are a family-owned business that treats you like family. They also understand the importance of having the gear you need when you need it. Conkeys carries everything for your next hunt, and it ships to your door quick. They also offer great warranties on all tracking systems and financing options. Check them out at conkeys.com. You can also use the code TreeTalkingTime5 in all caps to save as well.
We get down there, and I don't want to panic. I know what happened. I don't want my wife to panic. So we get down there, and sure enough, the old dog comes back to us. She looks fine. We go to the first pup. He's laying in the ditch, not doing very good.
Yeah.
A local coon hunter was actually on his way home, seen it happen. He stopped and was taking care of him. So I run the opposite way to go get Cash, run down the road. He's just standing there. He looks fine, unfazed, but he's scared.
Yeah.
So I go over to him. Figure just a pup, second time in the woods, he's scared.
Oh, yeah.
And I get down there, and he starts pouring blood out of his nose.
Oh.
So, long story short, they come off nose to tail, 3 dogs, across the road. The front dog got her back leg run over.
Yeah.
The middle dog got the worst of it. And Cash was the back dog, and it hit him in the head.
Yeah.
So one woman hit all 3 dogs. Didn't know it. Just come off in a bad spot, straight off the bank. Nothing she could do, nothing we could do.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately, it's just,
yeah.
a hazard of you turning dogs loose, even in areas that don't have a lot of road access or a lot of road traffic. All it takes is, like you said, just that one time. And
Yeah, we're running reflective collar lights.
Yeah.
Doing everything we can. Just
Yep.
a bad luck.
Yep.
So we gather the dogs up, go to the emergency vet. We get there, they say Cash is not going to make it, but we'll try our best.
Mm-hmm.
And the other dog, his name was Smoke, he's about the same age. They said he looks really good. So we take him to the vet, drop him off, come back home. So we get to check another dog's out. That's when I discovered the other broken leg.
Yeah.
On an old dog. So we take her back to the emergency vet for the second time in the night. By the time we get there, they said, hey, Cash looks fine. He's recovered. He's completely turned around. He looks good. So they keep him for a couple of days. The other pup didn't make it, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But Cash did. We got the other leg healed up. Everything worked really good. And that's when Cash started coon hunting. So then, a year goes by, does really good. I'm guessing the head injury messed him up. We're coon hunting one night, and on my way to the tree, I saw 2 cubs cross the road. So I go get my dogs, shoot the coon out. We're coming back, and I throw them on the rig box just to see what they'll do.
Yeah.
Where the bears cross the road, Cash blows up. He loses his mind. And at this point,
Sure.
I'm not wanting to bear hunt with my dogs. And I
Yep.
love going, but I don't have the time or money to get into bear hunting. So
Time and money, that's a good.
that goes with bear hunting.
Yep. Especially you want to pack a bear dog, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, that's for sure. So I knew he liked bear, tried to avoid it. So we hunted him for, probably another 2 more years on coon. And he got to where he was just running anything and everything.
Yeah.
And he had a couple more surgeries, just freak things. We had to get him fixed because of the head injury.
Yeah.
Just random stuff. So we got a bunch of money wrapped up in Cash. So his name fits him really well.
Yeah.
And he's my wife's dog, so he wasn't going anywhere. And
Exactly.
he liked running bear. So I thought we had a litter of pups.
See, I got one like that likes to run bear too. It's actually the sire of this dog right above me.
Really?
And he ended up in Virginia because he decided he just didn't want to be a coon dog.
Yeah.
Because like where I live, I don't have bears, and so he'd seen a few, and he seemed to like them, and then just decided he didn't want to be a coon dog anymore.
Yeah, he's
Like,
moving up,
yeah,
moving
so,
to bigger and better.
bigger and better things. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes that works, but you have to be really flexible. If they change their mind, you have to be a little open-minded too.
If I would have never shown him a bear, he would have made us phenomenal coon dog.
Yeah.
But I showed him a few too many bears.
Yeah. Yeah, once you do it, that's a road you can't turn back
like
from.
I said, he decided. Well, I thought I was going to be safe because I'm like, I don't have bears where I live, so I was like, I can bear hunt him when I bear hunt. I can coon hunt when I coon hunt. Except for the fact that he said, nah, these coons just ain't much fun.
Yeah.
He'd run the night that did it in for him is I was hunting him and this red dog, which was a pup, was like 9 months old. Pup didn't know nothing, like didn't do anything, like was out there working though, was trying.
Yeah.
Wasn't really succeeding, but was trying. And the male plot dog that I had just was like, he'd run out there, check him, and then just come back. And I'm just like, you don't care, like you're not even trying to go find this coon. Like,
Yeah. How'd you get on the bear? By accident or
Oh,
purposely?
no. Like I went to West Virginia to bear hunt.
Okay.
And I just took him along.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
And that's why I figured, I'm like, and I've done the same thing with this one, and I'll probably do the same with a few more.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that dog that I can go bear hunt when I can, and
Yeah.
I'll coon hunt it the rest of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a bunch of guys that do that. You know, they coon hunt, bear hunt the
Because,
same
like I
dogs.
said, for where I live, it's never an issue. I don't have bears where I live. So it's like,
Yeah.
as long as a dog will do both, like,
Yeah.
it's not a problem.
Just put them at the right place and the right time. Yeah.
So,
We have the opposite problem. We have, man, I'll coon hunt, you know, one holler and tree coons in it, and I'll come home and sleep for 4 hours and come back, and I might tree a bear in the same holler the next morning, just
Yeah.
with different dogs. Cause
well, see, where I bear hunt, they don't have a lot of coons unless you're right down on the river, which you don't typically find a lot of bear right there. So, bear like
Yeah.
to, at least there, like to go high.
yeah, that makes it nice.
So they don't typically have too much of an issue. Granted, they don't. They start pups on coon, but otherwise they don't really
Yeah.
coon hunt. So
Stone Creek Hound Supply, a family-operated business, boasts over 50 years of involvement in hounds. For over 2 decades, they've been dedicated to supplying high-quality hound gear. Their reputation is founded on unparalleled quality and exceptional customer service. Crafted from U.S. source materials, Stone Creek clothing is meticulously manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. Through their commitment to excellence, many of their customers have become lifelong friends. Use the code TreeTalkinTime15 to save on all your purchases.
That's what I normally do is I'll start them on coon, and if they like it, leave
Yeah.
them. And if they don't, we'll try them on bear.
yeah,
And I've got some, I bear hunted all last year, and he just decided he didn't like it anymore. He was going, making trees, barking to, I don't really want to go now. So
Yeah.
now he's a coon dog again.
I just got a pup last December. And the guy that I got her from, he's been on the podcast. His name's Wayne, and he had a dog get hit by bayed bear, and bear swatted him, and just kind of was like, nope, I'm done.
Yep.
And then turned out to be like a phenomenal coon dog for somebody else.
Yeah.
And then when the dog was that happened when the dog was pretty young. And then when the dog was 6 years old, just all of a sudden started treeing bears again.
Really? He done forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
Yep. So, what else is new down there in West Virginia? Anything else?
Not a whole lot. We've got our early season coming up in October.
Yeah.
Got about 10 days off of work. Super excited. We're going to try to
There you
camp. So it comes in on a Saturday and goes out on a Friday. So that's early bear season. Going to camp and hunt,
Yeah.
all week. And then actually coon season comes in the next night.
Cool.
So I will drop the bear dogs off, bring the coon dogs back up to camp, and try to hunt them the next couple nights.
Awesome.
So
That's exciting.
looking forward to that.
Yeah.
This is the first year I've really been full-blown bear hunting
Okay.
with my truck, my dogs, and trust my dogs. So,
Yeah.
so super excited about that this year.
Good. I look forward to seeing some good bear videos.
Yeah, if I can get my phone out. I'm really bad about handling dogs and forgetting to take videos nowadays.
Yep. No, I understand, and I know quite a few people like that. So,
Yeah, we've got a couple guys starting to take YouTube videos and post videos, so I'm helping them, helping pups, and then a lot of days I'll come home and realize I didn't take a picture or video from the whole ordeal.
that's funny.
So, but yeah, I hope we get some good, videos, maybe some reels. I enjoy making reels when I have time.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yep. No, it keeps me entertained while I'm at work.
Yeah.
So I appreciate people that are, put some good Instagram and YouTube and
Yeah.
TikTok content out there.
Yeah, I'll get an idea, and then I'm up all night keeping my wife awake and making videos and
Yeah.
rewatching stuff, and I get an idea, I'm hooked on it.
There you go.
Yep, that's the fun part of it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I know you're only here for the day, so I don't want to hold you up too long, and I know your little boy is
Yeah.
wanting to run around.
Yep, he's wanting to go back to the dogs.
Yeah.
If I can avoid that, we're good.
There you go.
He's eyeballing a little plot dog over there, and
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
I think it would look good at cabin side kennels.
I have everything but a plot, so that we may have to try it.
There you go. So, well, I thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yep.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Tree Talkin' Media. And until next time, keep 'em talking in the timber.